Hey folks, it's Greg Aworski with the West Seneca Valley Railroad, and I have some progress to show today. I have the first bit of wiring done on the layout. Not too much, just a little bit, but I did manage to get a couple segments for the yard area, specifically the tank car tracks, and that's all working. So that's exciting to see. And also another section here. I will put this locomotive on to the mainline track. Sorry, I'm handling it. It's not all, obviously it's not all wired up at this point, but I'm doing it in blocks and sections, and I'll show you the wiring itself underneath in a moment. So I have this area here, and all the way back to just about to that yard is wired up. And even this little section here into what will eventually be a station is all wired up. And there's still places I have to clean, so it's not perfectly smooth yet, and the track is definitely not completely level, but I'd say that's pretty exciting progress for about 3 hours of work. So I'm really happy with that. It means something is actually getting done. And here I'll actually show you guys what the underside of things look like. So again, this is not completed. I'm just going to be doing some more tidying up in time, but there you go. There is the connectors, and somebody had suggested to me not using the old style black terminal blocks. Initially I was kind of reluctant to not go with something I knew, but as it turns out, these were a great idea because I could buy them in 12 section or 12 connector segments and then break them down as I needed, and they have worked out fantastic. So you can see I have the blue and white wires in it, which corresponds to how unit track is normally done, and as I said, it works out great. I've got it moving right along. The feeders out of the track themselves are hand soldered. They are using, I want to say 22 AWG solid core wire, and then the big bus ones are actually 18 AWG stranded, and because it gives a little bit more flexibility, and that was, and again, some other suggestions for how to do it. So I'm really pleased though, because I managed to get all this section done kind of as a proof of concept to myself. I'm like, well, I'm not going to take the most extensive section, which would be the yard, but I'm going to take some sections that will require a little bit of effort and see if I could get that working at least. And lo and behold, on the first try, I have power flowing through a number of sections. So again, if you look over here, more or less where this split starts, over here, technically there's power to whichever one is whichever line is opened up with the turnout, but from there all the way around here, all the way around to the front, and then all 4 tracks there have power to them right now. And in addition to that, this section over here, the lead into the 2 tracks, which will eventually be the site of the tank car facility. So some serious progress. I'm really pleased. I'm really happy. The kids were helping me out with some of this, and they're actually going to be getting their first experiences with soldering soon, but I just wanted to make sure I had my techniques and methods good so I could teach it to them properly. But anyway, that's it for today. I figured I'd show that little bit of progress because some people have actually said they want to see where it's going, and well, it's going. It's going slow, but it's going. So at least that's a little bit for now, and there will be more to come. As I said, I still have a lot of work to do. I have to do more wiring, of course. I still have to do all the filling and patching with the spackle that I'm going to use and all the sanding and all that fun stuff. But I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll at least try doing some wiring now. If I see it running, it'll keep my motivation up. It'll keep me excited, and it'll keep me working on this regularly. Still hoping to be able to get all the wiring done by Christmas, or at least by the end of this year, and probably all of the initial spackling work and all that stuff too. We'll see where we get to. Hopefully that far, and then can start thinking about the next phases of putting stuff together after that. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. If you celebrated that, and if not, hope you just had a good weekend regardless, and I will talk to you all later.